Today on Scotty
and Rico
Make a Podcast. We're looking at episode number 6.
Finally reached our goal. Didn't we say our goal was going to be at least 6 episodes or something like that?
I think you mean at most. We're done now.
We're done. This is it. Thank you guys for listening.
We appreciate
really
everything.
appreciate everybody who's ever tuned in, which is just like Matthew and Brett. Thank you guys.
Yeah.
Thanks for listening to us.
And this is number 6, and this one is focused on a race we just completed called the Tough Mudder.
This is my second obstacle race that I've ever done, and I really enjoy them, and we're going to talk all about it. Why do it, and the outcome of it, the excitement, the pain, everything that is involved in
When
doing
we're
it right.
done, you are going to go online and try to find the one closest to you, because that's how much fun it is.
Yeah, I think so. It's a good feeling of accomplishment, and we'll talk all about it. We're going to also have one of your lovely family members as an interviewee.
That's right. We're going to have my sister, Dr. Marney Goldstein.
And she's going to give us some tips and some things to kind of make it easier and better to work out and do the thing, right?
You know, it's one thing for two podcast nerds to talk about getting off the couch and running, but
we don't know what we're talking about, but
we want to get a
actually
perspective.
someone that actually knows what they're talking about, so you guys can actually have some legit information.
That's right. Hopefully she'll get us all motivated to get up and get out there.
Up next.
All right, so let's talk about this race we just did with our good friend Omar.
Yeah, Omar, man, he was.
He's a beast.
He's a trooper, man. I was like, oh god, like, and he was like, oh, let's go, we got to run.
Yeah. All right, so here's what we did. We did this race called Tough Mudder in Miami, and we did the 5K.
Yeah, that's the training wheels one, the beginner one. And
Yeah.
I could say it was a good start, especially because right now I feel like I'm out of shape because I haven't been really working out or doing my regular routine. I've been kind of just watching Netflix and eating late. So.
Yeah.
So I wasn't in the best shape ever, but it was easy enough that we could get through it, right? Like, It's a good starter. I think Tough Mudder is probably the best starter because we also did last year.
Spartan.
We did the Spartan run.
Yeah.
And the Spartan run, we did the sprint, which is also the beginner one, right? But I feel like the sprint was like at least 2 or 3 times harder than the Tough Mudder.
I remember walking away from Spartan, and I had trained for that one, so I was ready.
I was in good shape when we did that one. I felt like I had been running and like had been eating right. I've been like sleeping right.
I did weights. I did a lot of push-ups and a lot of different things to get prepared.
Right.
But still,
that was tough.
Yeah.
I mean, I think I called out both times out of work after these because for the Tough Mudder, I had like this back pain from one of those. Remember that when that guy fell and everything like that? Like, well, you
the
have
one that knocked me out.
Yeah. In that one, like I think right after, was it that one or right after? I like went to grab someone and I pulled my back a little bit and I was just like, I need to recover from this, and I took a day off just to recover. I'm old now. 30, I feel the difference of now, like how quickly I recovered back when I was 20.
I'm not going to tell you the next day I went for a 2-mile run. So
I know. Shut up. And you had your face was all busted up.
Yeah. This is a really good story. Should I tell it now, or do you want me to tell it later?
Go tell it. Yeah.
All right. So in the very last obstacle we get to, first to explain what we're doing.
Right.
Each one of these obstacles, what we did was 10 obstacles, and some of them you do them by yourself. Others it's about team building. So, and your friends, your strangers, whatever, you help each other get over the obstacles. The last obstacle is an assistant obstacle. So I get up to it, you jump into this mud, and then there's this wall. It's about a 45-degree angle. And I'm standing there looking like, how am I going to get up this wall? So you get up with help to about the halfway point.
Not only that, let me stop you. The wall is slippery, so there's no way to grip on it.
That's right.
It's just like a piece of plastic, like, with like wet piece of plastic. So there's no grip. You can't step on it. You know?
You can't just, I'm going to run up it. You can't. You have to get up in the beginning, and then with someone else's help, get up somehow.
Right.
So I'm trying to figure it out, and the guy next to me, he also looks confused. And I don't remember what I said to him, but eventually I said, look, I will give you a boost up. When you get to the halfway point, help us up. And he goes, yeah, no problem. And then we give him a boost up, and he gets about halfway. And I watched the video because he sent it to me.
Yeah, that's the important part of this story is that this guy is like a good 200 and some pounds, right? Like he's a big guy. He's built. Like,
muscle.
He's muscular, but he's a big dude, like maybe 6 foot something. And he has a GoPro on the top of his head.
Yeah.
So he's got that GoPro. He was really nice and really cool. And that is going to play an integral part of your story right now. I thought I'd throw that in. So what happens next?
So next is he gets about halfway through, and for whatever reason, him and the guy that is pulling him up, they break the hold, and he falls, and he slides down this thing, and he hits my legs, and my face hits that wall.
Right.
And I go back in the water. And I just remember standing up and everyone go, ooh. And I'm like,
yeah,
what?
Was everybody was concerned. I heard a lot of girls in the background, oh my God.
Well,
bleeding.
I touched my face and I just see red. I was like, oh, okay, I don't feel a thing.
Yeah, you were a trooper. You handled it like a champ. Like you didn't even flinch. You were like, I would have been like, oh my nose. Like,
yeah. So, like I just after that, the guy looks at me and just runs up the wall. When we got up to the top, he's like, "Oh my God, I can't believe
bleeding."
I did." Yeah, I was really sorry. I'm like, dude, it's fine. I'm all right.
It just made you look like a badass. So
it
gave you extra points.
I've been showing everyone in the photo, like, look at this.
And why I said the whole GoPro part of it is because he's got a video of this whole event that we should put it up. Like,
I'll put it online
and the picture of your face after the.
So you could see, and actually it's good because when I got to the halfway point and I started trying to help people up, and Rico. You're in the video, and you just spider climb right past me.
Here's the part: is like I didn't stop to help anybody. I grabbed some dude's leg that was laying there for like an hour. He was hanging there, being so nice, supportive of everybody, like hanging from his fingertips to make a ladder. I grabbed his leg, pulled myself up, grab up to you. And just said, see ya. I just kept going. I was like just wanting to get away from the whole situation. So thank you. I think at one point I'm like, oh, where's Scotty? Because I forgot. I was just already on the other side, ready to slide down. So
yeah. You know what? Like, I'm not in the best shape. Our friend Omar, there was a picture of him, and he looks like a beast.
Yeah.
But I was at the point where I was so much adrenaline, so much fun. I was conquering these obstacles like no problem. When we did the Spartan, there was one obstacle. You had to pick up a 75-pound boulder, bring it to the other side of the field, drop it, do 10 burpees, pick that boulder back up, and bring it back. And if you remember, I could not pick that boulder up the second time.
Right.
I circled so bad.
Right,
Thankfully, you came over, you helped me up, and then I was able to walk back.
Right. And that one is, I think it was some of these, that's the difference between the Spartan and the Tough Mudder. I think there was a lot more difficult obstacles in the Spartan.
Yeah.
But you know what I loved about the Tough Mudder, though? Like, I can give them their credit, is they had so many obstacles that you can only do, like, even if you're in the greatest of shape, you can almost only do if you have assistance from someone.
Yeah.
Right?
You had to do. Yeah.
I think I only saw one guy run up one of those things and make it all the way up there by himself, you know? Yeah. And it wasn't that one. It wasn't the latter one. It was one of the earlier ones where you run up and you hang on to the guy, you know, like the one they have to catch you.
It was one like a Ninja Warrior.
Yeah, where you run up the same thing. It was like a 45-degree, like maybe steeper, like angle, and you have to run at it at full sprint, get up to the top and pull yourself up. And I just saw one guy. I mean, there might be
the guy was wearing a red shirt, right?
I think so. He just jumped up and he got up there and he just did it himself.
Yeah.
Everybody else had to run up and catch. But what I was trying to get to is like a lot of those are the technique, like how you do it. Because I think me and Omar at one point, like I saw him and he ran up and he overshot, and that's the same thing I did.
Yeah,
like I ran and I didn't hit it at the right angle. And I was like, whoa, whoa, whoa. Like, you know, like a Looney Tunes character, just like, oh no, trying to grab onto something. And luckily, some dude just grabbed my hands and pulled me over the other edge of the wall.
That's what happened to me. I watched people they would run up and they would try to grab for somebody's arm, and then they would miss and fall back down. So when I did it, I did not expect to make it on the first try. And I ran up the wall figuring, all right, let me see how far I can get.
Right, and you overshot, right?
No, I got it on point, and then all of a sudden these two arms came out and grabbed both my arms.
Right.
And just yanked me back over the wall.
Yeah. You didn't even have to try.
I made it. All right, cool.
It was pretty quick. It was a quick assist. But yeah, The other one that I felt like I was having a lot of trouble with, it is also a technique. It was this one obstacle where there's no way you can run up it. And the guy goes, lay your belly flat on the surface and do like a small jump up.
Yeah.
And when I did it like that, he grabbed me and he pulled me over the other side because I was trying to like Spider-Man up that thing and I fell twice.
That's the guy with the red shirt. That was another one where he did the jump and he hit the top.
On the man. That guy was a ninja warrior for sure.
I think the guy was he was like 6'5".
Oh, okay.
And he had like this leap that was incredible.
Yeah, I don't know. There was how much? Like maybe like 3 inches of space on your feet, and even less, like two.
Yeah, it was this tiny piece of wood that stopped you from falling back in the water.
But you were supposed to jump off those 2 inches onto the ledge.
Right, as far as you can get, and someone's going to catch you.
Right.
And when I got there was a girl that was struggling to get up. And she was heavy. And she was about ready to quit. And I know I came up and I'm like, no, we got you. And someone was helping her on one side, and then I came on the other. And we each got a foot and picked her up. And
I saw that. Yeah.
Somebody helped bring her over.
Yeah. That's the thing with the Tough Mudder. I felt like it was a lot more. You had to help each other out. You had to do. And with the Spartan, we helped each other as well. But a lot of it was independent. Struggle.
You didn't have to have.
Yeah, you didn't have to have help. You could finish it on your own. You had to kind of push through.
Yeah.
So it's a little bit, different for everybody. Whatever you're looking for.
I read a little bit about the Tough Mudder, and I read that there's 2 guys that came up with this race, and they wanted that team building.
Right.
They didn't really care about the
your time or your
In fact, what was weird was at the end of the race, there was a finish line, but it didn't really matter.
Right, you just walked out.
Yeah. What I really liked about the Spartan is when we finished with our friends, there was a fire pit.
Oh, we jumped over
it.
The thing and they took pictures. That was pretty epic at the end of the Spartan.
Yeah, so I kind of missed that, but I get what this Tough Mudder's doing. I walked away. I mean, doing this with you and Omar, it was so rewarding.
Yeah,
and awesome.
And we're all about the same kind of fitness. We're not super fit, but we run and we do our thing. So we were all about the same. I can't imagine if you're like doing like very different levels of fitness. You got to like wait for me.
Yeah. Well, all right. So let's talk about this and talk about, for anyone out there that is not into fitness, and that's what we're trying to get the point across, is that you don't have to be a crazy fitness buff to do the stuff.
Right.
I mean, you do want to do some training, but if you don't do this race anyways, it is a lot of fun.
Right. You can adjust it to any level that you're in, I think. Like, as long as you go out there and you don't do anything stupid, like the guy said. Use common sense. Don't try to, do something that you're gonna hurt yourself.
Yeah.
But do the best you can and skip the ones that that you're gonna not.
Yeah, you can run past.
You can skip some of those obstacles that are ridiculous.
We did the very first obstacle was the buddy carry.
Oh yeah.
And there was no way if it was just 2 of us to carry each other.
Oh yeah.
So what we did is
we got creative.
the 2 guys grabbed the 3rd guy and we each grabbed an arm and a leg and we carried them across the field and stopped at one point, and then we took turns.
Yeah. We had to get creative. If not, we would have to go with someone else or whatever. But everybody was having a little difficulty on that one because it was a long little stretch.
The first obstacle.
Out of the gate, they made us.
Yeah. Like, oh no, we're doomed.
Yeah. There's the other thing that I really enjoy about these races is that where you're meeting a stranger, even if you're in a group and you're with a stranger, you make a friend in the middle of the race.
Yeah.
Like I saw a lot of guys that were coming through. I mean, it looked like it was their 5th or 6th times doing it, whatever.
Yeah.
And they were like, "Come on, guys, let's go!" Like they're pumping you up, or they're like, "I'll help you over," and things like that. There's a real sense of camaraderie that that we don't have a lot nowadays because we interact online. We do everything through the phone or whatever. We don't all go out to a park and meet strangers or stuff.
Yeah.
And people don't even go out to bars anymore. I was just talking about this the other day. It's like people don't even go bars anymore like they used to and make acquaintances,
make friends.
Right. So this is a time where you can do that and have fun doing it and get in shape.
There was one where we had to climb underneath a rope. It was like a netting. And there was a guy that I guess he was doing the half, but he was all by himself.
Oh, I didn't catch that guy, no.
And he was like defeated. And I was like, you got this. You can do this. And he was like, oh, okay.
Yeah, that's like how crazy that it's the. I think that's even more pumps you up when a stranger comes up to you and goes, "We can do this."
Yeah,
like